Welcome, citizen, to another StarCraft Nation broadcast. I am your host, Venerati, and I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of high-level action today. Very excited, actually. We're going to be seeing MouzMorrow going up against Kiwikaki. Now, finally got my mouth wrapped around Kiwikaki after casting a couple times. First time, messed it up a little bit, but hey, there you go. Grammatics was never my strong point in school. So, what are we going to have going on here? Well, it's going to be a ZVP on Lost Temple, and initially, of course, we are going to be having this Overlord moving about. The timing on this is actually pretty funny. Well, not funny, but it's actually, for the upper tier players, a lot of times you'll see timings, especially on maps like this on Lost Temple, where they'll pull a probe and actually move it out here, because MouzMorrow, if he really, really wanted to, could actually move the Overlord to just where he saw the base and could pull back, kind of give himself that advantage of the fact that he knows where Kiwikaki is, but Kiwikaki doesn't really know. But of course, Morrow will be just kind of bulldozing that Overlord over there. And what is this? He is just moving around. This is Kiwikaki cam right there, as that is, I don't know, kind of epileptic city. So, of course, we're seeing pretty standard openers right here. Pylon on the front door. Going to be moving up here to put that gateway down. Yes, he does queue that up. Kiwikaki's screen is just absolutely violent. I don't know if I like that. Here we go. So a little bit of Morrow vision here. Morrow, of course, will be getting a early gas before pull or before hatch. There we go. Finally putting the pull down. So we'll be seeing the 15 gas, 14 pull, that going down there. So yes, here we go. More stuff coming up. Really just very basic openers. Now with this spawning, tendencies are this is going to be brutal. You can see abuse of air power as well. Mutiling builds coming from Morrow, or we can see some Phoenix play coming from Kiwikaki, though I haven't seen a lot of Phoenix play coming from him. Now, look at this, though. Kiwikaki totally being a baller right here, camping out here on MouzMorrow's natural expansion. So, looking to block any sort of early expansion or any expansion period, as MouzMorrow will have to engage that probe right there, but we'll be getting this spawning pool. We'll be queuing up the queen. I'm sure that Zerglings will be soon to follow, as we do actually see Zergling speed queued up right there. And 4 Zerglings, yes, so these 4 Zerglings will be more than enough to actually evict that probe. However, the probe, sensing that time is of the essence, will actually be moving out here. And are we going to be seeing a proxy pylon coming down here for reinforcements? Ooh, nope. Actually checking out maybe for a ninja base. Maybe, but here we go. Morrow does look like he will be moving out here with the Zerglings. 4 Zerglings looking to expand right now. We'll be feeling safe, and we'll be looking to scout out. Now, Morrow is going to be moving his Overlord out from the main base, as the Stalkers are going to be soon out and about, and will be more than happy to go ahead and knock down these Overlords. Of course, Kiwikaki doing a good job of just walling off here, putting the Zealot here in this clutch position, making sure that these Zerglings will not be able to get by. Here we go. Actually, the Zerglings will be chewing on the gateway. This one Zergling just sitting there baiting, just waiting for him. Like, come on, you know you want to. You know you want to stab my buddy. But, of course, that will not actually be happening, as Kiwikaki will not be going for the bait, as the Stalker will be out here momentarily. And, of course, these Zerglings, sensing the time is of the essence, will be moving out here. And, yes, the Stalker putting down some fire on that one Zergling. Zergling barely making it out there with 6 life left, so nearly died there. Now, interesting enough, Kiwikaki putting this probe just kind of chilling out there all by himself. Of course, we'll be expecting some sort of proxy pylon coming down later on for him, or maybe even just a clutch scout, just in case he expects some shenanigans coming from our buddy MouzMorrow. Now, the natural expansion will be finishing up here momentarily. Of course, Mouz, being a baller, will already have that queen sitting there waiting to throw down the larva when she has enough. And there we go. Yep, there we go. So soon enough, larva shall be spewed upon that hatchery via vomit. So what do we have in here? More scouting going on. Speed just finished up for the Zerglings, so these Zerglings are going to be extra quick. Now Kiwikaki, sensing that there's not going to be any sort of early pressure by scouting out, by moving around, and seeing there's only a couple of Zerglings, will actually be looking to do a fast expand. So Kiwikaki throwing down 3 sentries, 2 Zealots, and a Stalker, will be able to throw down force fields, so should be able to defend against it. If we look at the units tab right here, 4 Zerglings on the field for MouzMorrow. So right now, as far as army goes, Kiwikaki definitely has the military might at this point, but neck and neck as far as the harvester count goes. And let's look at the production tab. we have Lair Tech coming, we have a Roach Warren coming, we have Evolution Chamber coming, more creep, more drones, more Zerglings. So right now, Morrow just really going full bore with the production, as this one Zealot totally getting caught out in the open by these Zerglings. Most of those Zerglings are not really feeling too hot right now. So the Zealot does go down. And let's go take a look at the losses tab, as yes, that was actually the first loss for Kiwikaki as that first engagement. And here we go, massive probe transfer right there, as we're going to see, yes, the full bore split right there. Now Kiwikaki is on 2 gas at this point, and actually will be moving out, poking around a little bit, trying to see what exactly is going on. Now MouzMorrow doing a good job of doing Spree Cred. Wow, talk about not being able to speak. Doing creep spread, and there we go. Those creep terminals just barely able to jump inside that creep just in time, as they will not actually be going down. And Kiwikaki looking to apply some pressure right here, as these 2 spine crawlers will be coming up just in time. 2 queens, a couple of Zerglings in the mix, so it does look like it will be enough to defend against this early pressure that Kiwikaki looks to be exerting. Now, production-wise, seeing more Zerglings, and Roaches will be adding here. Glial Reconstitution will be here shortly as well as the Missile Attack level 1 will be coming down. Interesting enough, we didn't see him take the Armor 1 to counter the attack level 1 from the Stalkers. Not sure if that's really going to make that big of a difference for him. It depends obviously on his playstyle, how he wants to make it. As we're seeing, yes, we are seeing a Stargate coming, and this could definitely spell a lot of trouble for MouzMorrow, as MouzMorrow does not actually have much in the way of air defense. He has a couple of queens. Yes, he had 3 queens up, and that's it. He does have Lair Tech, so a Hydralisk Den or a Spire could be going down momentarily, but that's not a guarantee. Now, interesting enough, Kiwikaki doing a good job using this Ninja Probe right here, putting down 2 pylons for reinforcements. Meanwhile, though, MouzMorrow being busy himself, continuing to spread this creep, knocking down these high-yield rocks, and it doesn't look like Kiwikaki looking to do the same thing at this moment. This Zergling doing a busy job of scouting out, making sure that there are no expansions going down for Kiwikaki, any sort of ninja shenanigans like that. So the Spine Crawlers moving out a little bit here, going to be doing a little bit more of a aggressive defensive stance. Hydralisk Den is down, so kind of explaining why we're seeing the Missiles level 1 going up there, as this kind of tech upgrade being beneficial for more than 1 unit. It's very important to use your upgrades to the max. Now, of course, you don't want to be dependent upon your upgrade, so if you get melee 1, you don't want to sit there and just continue with only melee units. Obviously, that's very silly, but sometimes you can get a little eccentric with what you're doing. So let's go and take a look and see what MouzMorrow can see at this point. He sees that there is definitely a lot of hate going down there on that high yield. We saw the units coming out of the high yield expansion area, so he does know that those rocks probably have been compromised at this point. Not really sure completely about his unit composition. We're still seeing a lot of gateway units coming, and I'm sure MouzMorrow is still feeling the same way. And here we go. Actually, we are going to be seeing the engagement right here. 1 Void Ray coming up here. Going to be poking out, so going to give away the fact that we do see, or that we do actually have an air threat coming from Kiwikaki. Now, that 1 probe will be going down mercilessly to that little swarm of Zerglings. Now, we do have an observer out here, and the Void Ray will be killing off a lot of these creep tumors. So, right now, Kiwikaki trying to kind of keep the whole creep issue at bay, as that's definitely going to be a pain, and this is going to be very, very important for him, because he wants to keep MouzMorrow in the dark as much as possible, not allowing that battlefield awareness, because we see right here, absolutely, this entire area is completely known to him. He knows exactly what's going on. Anytime there's any sort of encroachment by those Protoss forces, he knows exactly what's going on. Unfortunately, though, as far as Kiwikaki is concerned, he doesn't have that. Now, he does have the Zonaga Tower, so that's helping. And he does have the Overseer. Observer, not an Overseer, but here we go. An Overseer is actually going to be doing a suicide run inside of Kiwikaki's base, so it will be going down there. We'll be scouting out. We'll be seeing what's going on. Now, we're going to be seeing the ground weapons level 1 already finished up here for Kiwikaki. The armor level 1 is going to be finishing up here relatively soon as well, so going to definitely be making his units that much more difficult to kill, worth that much more, and Blink is on the way as well. So Blink Stalker is definitely going to be the bane of MouzMorrow's existence, as proper Blink Stalker micro, I don't care what anyone says, if you do a good job of it, like if you're really good at it, you really practice, of course we do see these Zerglings going down for nothing, but it's just absolutely so difficult, as we've seen Liquid Huck absolutely dominate with Blink Stalkers before, as we saw him just annihilate Nest T with that and Psystorm. So This is going to be, of course, PvZ, same kind of matchup, but definitely different players, different generals at the helm. Here we go, a couple force fields coming down right there, and Blinkstalker's trying to blink away, trying to get away from the surround on these Zerglings. More force fields going down, denying the ranged units any sort of access to the battle itself. A couple of Corruptors taking a couple hits right there, as the Void Ray is definitely going to be in a lot of trouble, as these 4 Corruptors will be more than pleased to knock it out of the sky. Meanwhile, though, coming from the production unit, more Zerglings on the way. We have air attack level 1 and range attack level 2 come down. Oh snap, what is this? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a mothership here for Kiwikaki. So Kiwikaki is going to be rolling around the map like a baller. Now this poses a particular issue for MouzMorrow. Number one, obviously, hello, units are going to be invisible. That's easily overcome with an Overseer. Now, of course, Overseer can be focused fire, especially by Blink Stalkers, so he's going to have to be careful about that. Going to want some sort of redundancy. There's a second issue, well, I guess there's 3 issues, is the abilities that the Mothership actually has, as it has Vortex, which can be defeated by just throwing all your units in. Because Lord knows, if half your forces get split up, you definitely want to just throw the rest of them in the toilet bowl. But here we go. What is this? Kiwikaki blinking over the edge will be moving into the main base and looking to snipe this lair right here, as it does look like it will be going down here momentarily. And yes, here we go. We have MouzMorrow actually reacting to this and will be trying to destroy them, as these Blinkstalkers are all going to be translated back to home base by this mothership. Awesome play right there, using this mothership to the fullest, as MouzMorrow just lost his lair tech. Didn't lose his infestation pit, but lost his lair, lost the minerals here, but the minerals were almost mined out anyway. Did lose the extractors. These extractors are going to be valuable to him, since we all know the Zerg race is such a Vespene heavy race anyway. So here we go. We'll be queuing back up the hatchery right here, going over here, evicting this pylon right there, and actually not aware of this other pylon right here. So Kiwikaki doing a good job, basically putting aces in the hole. His vision of what MouzMorrow is doing is not really that. It's not 100%, but he knows that he's up to something. He doesn't even know that this expansion is right there. But here we go. It looks like we are going to be seeing another engagement right here, as we see a lot of Corruptors coming up here. We'll be trying to knock the mothership out of the sky, and it does look like it. Ooh, so close to going. Oh, and here we go. Yes, the toilet bowl has been inflicted. Neither of our parties really want to do anything about that. A couple of Stalkers did actually go in there, so the Corruptors will be coming in. They're battered and bruised. Let's take a look at the army tab, as MouzMorrow at a full 200 at this point, as those Corruptors are back. And look at all of these Stalkers right here. The Corruptors searching for this mothership, desperately wanting to get at them, but now they're going to be in trouble. And oh, here we go. Yes, mission accomplished. Mothership down. Hello, Independence Day, as the mothership has actually been taken down, but at quite the cost, as there's so many Blinkstalkers right there. That's very brutal. Looking at the loss tab, neck and neck, couple more roaches going down needlessly, but Kiwikaki going super heavy with the Stalkers. Going to be interesting to see what MouzMorrow is going to be doing to try to counter this. Are we going to be seeing Zerglings? Are we going to be seeing Ultralists? Or are we going to be seeing a lot of Hydralists? And I do believe this fact actually going to be the last one to see a lot of Hydralists on the way. We see Melee level 1, Armor level 1 as well coming here. Kiwikaki doing a great job bottlenecking these forces. MouzMorrow forced to just throw these Hydralists down the gullet of Kiwikaki. Kiwikaki doing a good job trying to micro back these Blinkstalkers. And yes, it does look like it's going to be just a massive pit of Hydralist bones. More Hydralists showing up. We'll be trying to engage these guys, as a lot of these Stalkers are actually wounded. Take a look at the health tab, but Kiwikaki just has too many of them. More Stalkers will be rolling up here, as they will be engaging these Spine Crawlers. Spine Crawler, of course, will not be able to deal with all of these Stalkers. More Stalkers, another mothership, ground weapons level 3 coming here. Corruptors flying overhead, not really going to be doing much of anything, as MouzMorrow is going to be in a lot of trouble here. He definitely needs to be pulled something out of his rear to make this, as these Blinkstalkers just absolutely annihilating. We're seeing a lot of these Stalkers being moved to the back, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, as these Stalkers are almost all in the red. So right now, MouzMorrow going to be picking off quite a few of those, though he doesn't have anything of himself, I mean, really anything left over for himself to use. So right there, a lot of pressure coming from Kiwikaki, as a lot of these units will be recharging their shields now. We see a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, a couple of red, but they're still there. They're still able to DPS. And with as much micro as we've been seeing coming from Kiwikaki, he most likely be able to pull these guys in the rear and allow the fresh units to be at the front. So just giving those units that much more longevity. But yes, here we go. This is what I wanted to see. We're seeing Zerglings and Hydras. Hydras absolutely just crap all over Stalkers. Now, upgraded Stalkers going to have a little bit harder of a time as we're seeing, oh god, another mothership rolling up here. Overlords coming out, trying to see what's going on, but actually it's absolutely getting smacked down. Here we go, the mothership's here, turning these units absolutely invisible, and MouzMorrow forced to retreat as he doesn't have an overseer in the vicinity. And 44 Zerglings on the way, couple infestors here too. Gonna try to lock these units down, but this mothership continuing to advance and forcing MouzMorrow to continuously retreat. As you see MouzMorrow trying to get a little bit of a concave here, as we do see the Zerglings on the front door. We see focus firing going down on the mothership. Mothership will be going down here, and fungal growth going down on these units, locking these blink stalkers in place. This is really what's going to be painful, as Kiwikaki cannot actually get out of this. The observer is up in the air, and actually, oh, here we go, fungal growth going down on the observer. Don't know if that was actually on purpose or not, but Kiwikaki finally getting something in there to do that. And here we go. What is this? Absolutely a clutch play here, taking the pressure off of his main base, able to warp Zealots in here on this expansion, as MouzMorrow forced to absolutely just pull all these units back here. And that hatchery does go down, so that will be affecting his income, as he has 67. Fungal growth on the Zealots. That's just heartless. As those Zealots not actually able to do anything because they are focused down. Now here we go, Kiwikaki attacking once again, though, bottling up his own units, though, as the Zealots definitely don't want to be in the back of the party right here. And these Zealots left alone, left to die. Kiwikaki just being an absolutely heartless bastard right there, as those Blinkstalkers blink away and run for their life. Now, interesting enough, Harvester-wise, Kiwikaki has a shit ton of Harvesters right now, and I don't know if we maybe have a few too many, almost. As yes, of course, we do actually have another mothership on the way. We have Thermal Lances coming, and we have Ground Armor Level 2 coming, Charge coming as well. So Kiwikaki will be moving away from the Gateway units, as these Hydras have definitely been a hard counter to it, along with the Infestors. The Infestors obviously showing their prowess and the power of fungal growth. I've seen a lot of videos lately of fungal growth being used in it, and it really brings a great joy to my heart to see fungal growth used in such a powerful manner, as it's very powerful, just underused. Infestors kind of frowned upon. I mean, they have a lot of powers, they have a lot of unique abilities, but a lot of people just like to stick with the bread and butter. And you know, we all like a little spice in our life, and Infestors are definitely the spice of the Zerg race, if you could put it that way. I don't know what spice they would be. Maybe sriracha sauce? Yes, I would actually say sriracha sauce, because sriracha sauce does amazing things to me, makes amazing things come out of me, and that's what Infestors do. Infestors just have amazing things come out of them, whether it be the neural parasite, fungal growth, or an Infestarian or two, because Lord knows I have a couple Infestarians that come out of me with a high dosage of sriracha sauce. So there we go. MouzMorrow just kind of sitting, hanging out right now. He's at a full 198. Not really sure why we're seeing this kind of hesitation. Oh wait, that's why. That's why, Venerati, because there's Ultralisks on the way. That's right, Ultras with the Chitness plating. Armor level 3 on the way, level 2 just now finishing up, and Ventral Sacks. So we are going to be seeing drops coming from MouzMorrow. Now, meanwhile, oh my god, look at all these warp gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 warp gates in his main. And here we go, Blinkstalkers absolutely crapping all over. I don't know if that was an Overseer or an Overlord, but it definitely just ate dirt. And here we go. We got a couple Colossus mixed in here. Now, these Colossus are really going to rain a lot of pain on the Hydras. But luckily enough, MouzMorrow actually has the Ultralisks up front to do a lot of damage. Now, here we go. MouzMorrow being a sneaky bastard right here, dropping his Hydras, forcing these Stalkers to blink back away from the mothership. Now, of course, these Hydras aren't going to be numerous enough to actually deal with this. Here we go. We actually have the Infestor in there, too. Fungal Growth going down on these Stalkers right there. Cooldown, waiting for it, but not actually enough mana or energy to do anything with that. But meanwhile, here we go. MouzMorrow putting pressure up front with these Ultras. These Colossus all by themselves out in the open, just begging bacon strips to get sniped right here. But there is no vision, and all of these Hydra's just withering in pain as they all die right there. Now, here we go, coming back out of the toilet bowl as that one Ultras totally got just absolutely toasted right there. But MouzMorrow about to be in a lot of trouble as we have a grand total of 6 Colossus. One Colossus really not feeling too hot right there, but oh, what is this? We have a random investor in here. Not that he's going to be able to do anything. He could put a couple of invested Terrans down, but here we go, focusing on the important part. Kiwikaki absolutely about to put a lot of pressure on MouzMorrow. MouzMorrow trying to muster up a force here as we only have 2 Ultralists right there and totally eating... Oh, God, I'm sorry. I had to stop it. That was just... That was sad. As those Ultralists just totally ate a face full of Stalker hate and particle disruptors. And the Colossus, of course, sitting in the background, finishing it up. Obviously, just showing the prowess of this Colossus being a hard counter to Ultralists. Or not... What am I saying? Hydralists with the proper coverage. I just saw them absolutely just mow through those Hydralists. So, guys, that pretty much wraps that one up. Kind of a letdown how it ended. I kind of wanted MouzMorrow to win, honestly, as I love how he countered the Blink Stalkers, as we've seen Blink Stalkers really cause a lot of Zerg players a lot of pain lately. And, you know, I've been playing Zerg lately, so cheer one for the team. But either way, that's all she wrote for that one, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you like. If you don't like, you know what to do. Leave comments, love comments. Love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, do so, please. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up my spiel. So, as always, citizens, stay safe.